Okay. So today's training is about building your network marketing business with TikTok. Again, my name is Claudia, and if you are on TikTok already and aren't following me, it's great to be connected with other thrivers. My username is Thriving with Claudia, so you can find me there. All right, so the training topics we're going to go over today is basically learn through playing, don't pay attention to the algorithm, watch content with intention, types of content, incorporating trends, multitasking your content, engaging in comments, and capturing leads. So that's kind of an overview of what we'll go through today. And at the end, definitely we'll open it up for questions and sharing value with each other. Maybe there's some things that you'd like to add to the training that you have discovered on TikTok. A lot of you mentioned that some of you are beginners, totally brand new, but many of you are in kind of the number 2 zone of kind of just, you're in the mix, you're starting to use TikTok, but you wanna grow on the TikTok platform. All right, playing the game. My number 1 philosophy with learning anything on social media is, yes, this is a training on TikTok, but the best way to grow and learn is by just doing it. Whether it's new features on Facebook or new features on Instagram, it's just about taking the time to play with it, right? Just tool around with it. So many times as adults, we get all hung up on, we're not going to start to use it until we feel like we're learned about it and trained on it. And it's really the best way that you can learn is by just getting in there and experimenting. There's no wrong with these things, right? There's only not taking action and not growing because you're thinking it needs to be perfect before you put it out. You know, I've heard that a lot from people over the years on social media, like when new features would come out, like Facebook Live, you know, the hang up of people using new features is feeling like it has to be perfect to even try it. And so just have fun with it, play with it. And that's the biggest overall arching message I have with TikTok as well. Like I mentioned, I didn't think TikTok was a platform that I really wanted to use in the beginning. When I heard about TikTok, I thought it was all dancing and young teenagers dancing. And so in March of 2020, when we went into quarantine, essentially, it was like, okay, I'm going to check out TikTok. And I started just by watching. I just started by looking at the content, and I spent time just observing, right? In the perspective of, is this something that I could see using or being a benefit to me? And what I discovered very quickly is, and I think it's also because TikTok was evolving anyways. TikTok did start out as being more teenager dancing, but you know, quickly Gen X and boomers and all the other generations jumped onto it and started creating content there too. So there's all kinds of content on TikTok, and for people that are already on the platform, you know, you see that. And if you're not yet on the platform, you know, start by just getting in there, seeing all the different types of content and start playing around with the features. All right, the next thing I wanted to just stress, these are some overarching philosophies really to start with. Algorithm. So the algorithm on TikTok, it's very different than Facebook or Instagram in terms of there is no rhyme or reason overall. Like what I have found since posting consistent content since like April is when I really started to post my own content. There's no reason why sometimes I have a video that only gets 100 views. And in most of my content, you know, it varies in the hundreds, sometimes in the thousands. And then you hit the golden goose of having one that is high performing, right? But those are like the rare ones amongst the mix. So maybe for like, you know, big content creators that are huge on TikTok, every one of their videos is like that. But for the average user, it's mostly in the hundreds and sometimes in the thousands as you become consistent. And then you get that one that just happened to hit for no rhyme or reason, really, and goes and catches, right? So don't pay attention to the algorithm. Don't pay attention to like, oh, it only got 100. It must not be, this video must not be the right type of video or the right type of content. No, it's just the way TikTok is. So don't pay attention to the algorithm and just pay attention to creating consistent content in the ways that you feel fun and happy with, right? Like we're going to talk about that. Just focus on creating content and know that you're going to have those random ones that outperform the average, and that's what you're going for. Consistency, and you're going to have these ones that hit, that help grow your followers and help grow your leads over time. So that's a little bit about the algorithm on TikTok. Instagram, I find my algorithm's always like steady. It's like every post has generally the same amount. Facebook, same thing, same amount on most things. So it's really, you know, if you're thinking why do some people have these huge numbers? Well, they probably have huge followers too. The average person, you're going to have an average range of views, and then you're going to have those ones that for some reason hit big. All right, so step one, watch content with intention. When you're first getting on TikTok, that's the first thing I did, is I didn't jump right in. I watched content with the intention. I watched through the lens of what is attracting me, what is something that I'm interested in viewing, what captures my attention, what makes me watch something for the whole way through, and what is something that I could actually duplicate, okay? Because for me, like, I'm not gonna, I've done a couple of little dance ones, but not really. If I watch one that I see is trending and it's a dance, I'm like, okay, I'm not spending an hour learning a dance routine. Number two, I'm not like, you know, that's not my thing. I'm not gonna be dancing on my TikTok. So again, TikTok is not just dancing. There's all other kinds of content that you can create, and we're going to talk about that. But the main thing is watching with intention of looking for types of content that you feel you can easily duplicate and that fits your comfort level as far as like, how do you want to come on to TikTok, right? What kind of content do you want to create? So that helped me get started in first just looking and watching and kind of taking some mental notes, written notes of like, okay, this follower, that type of content. And then when I started to create my own content, I started playing around with the different things, but I already knew kind of what I was going for and what things fit for me. As I started to create my content, you know, and at first, you know, it does take a little longer to create a piece because you're learning, right? You're learning how to use all the little different tricks of TikTok and how to make captions and how to make it cut and things like that. But as then I continued, I always have a portion of my day, of my time on TikTok with 20 minutes of just being a viewer. It is easy to get sucked down the rabbit hole of TikTok. If you're a Pinterest fan and you find yourself, you know, you find a favorite recipe and now you're off into favorite clothing and now you're like, you know, you suck down as just a consumer. And it's good to be a consumer on social media because you always want to keep in mind that, you know, what attracts you as a consumer, right? I buy things off of social media when I see something. Well, why did I buy it, right? So you always want to be paying attention to that, but you don't want to get sucked into the rabbit hole. And TikTok, literally, like there's TikToks about that, about being sucked into the rabbit hole, because again, it's highly entertaining. There is tons of amazing content and it's easy to want to just be a viewer of that, right? So I tried now to have kind of a 20-minute rule for myself is I'm going to watch for 20 minutes, but I'm going to not just watch for my own entertainment purposes. I'm always filtering it through the lens of what are the trends, what are trending sounds, what are trending hashtags, and what are some ideas, right, that I can use for content for this next day or this next week. So I'm always watching with the intention of going like, okay, I need an idea, I need an inspiration, right? If you're thinking of what to post is something we all struggle with. What should I post, right? So when you're watching content with the idea of like, this is going to give me an inspiration of an idea of what I can post, that's why it's important to be a viewer of content as well, because it helps you get inspired. It gives you some ideas that you can pull into your content creation, but don't get sucked into the rabbit hole. All right. So what are the general types of content on TikTok? What I have found, and again, this is kind of all across social media, but what I have found is that they're, number one, content that educates, right? There's a lot of people using TikTok to educate. I follow a preschool therapy gentleman who does all kinds of content around working with young children. Again, from my other areas of my life with early education. I follow people that are doing things on nutrition and other people that are doing things on wellness. There are, again, there's lots of people using TikTok that they're not being funny, they're not being entertaining, they're not dancing, they're not making silly voiceovers. They're specifically educating. And there, maybe some of that is through some songs and things, but a lot of times it can be just people, they're just talking to the camera. It's okay to have content that's just speaking to the camera. And while you have now some options around timing, when I first started TikTok, you only had 60 seconds. You had 30-second option, or 15-second, 30-second, 60, up to 60 seconds. And now you can do up to 3 minutes. I try to keep my content short because most times it's all about the short attention span on TikTok. And so short little videos are great to start with. I haven't dabbled too much into 3-minute video lengths, but you can just have content that's about educating about different types of things. Now for us as with le-vel, we're trying to educate about all things related, right? It's not just about talking about the products. And that's actually the last thing in my list there on the first one, because we want to be creating value around educating, right? So I might be doing content, and this is what I do across my platforms, content around a specific ingredient, 3 benefits of B12, 3 benefits of probiotics, 5 ways that probiotics support your gut health, right? Like, so I'm going to be doing content around things related to what we're doing with le-vel. So it could be gut health, it could be specific ingredients, it could be nutrition in general, right? Essential nutrients, foods that carry those essential nutrients, the importance of hydration, fitness things, ways to, healthy tips for healthy tips around being a busy working parent, right? All things related. That's what you're going for, to create someone that's following you is going to follow you because you're speaking about wellness and health and fitness in general. And then you will, on occasion,
Claudia, I have a friend in the waiting room. Can you?
Oh, sure. No problem. I'll add them in right now. Hang on. I can't see. Hang on. Take me a minute to find where I can find the waiting room now. Here we go. Participants, add. All right. Thank you for popping in. Just pop in like that if you see anyone else in the waiting room. Okay. We'll have the replay as well. So if you missed the first part. So that's what you want to build on TikTok, is content that's related, because as you've probably heard, MLMs are not allowed on TikTok. Obviously, le-vel has their own page on there. And really, you just want to avoid being spammy and salesy and pitching people and bothering people. That's why people don't like MLM, is because of the spammingness of going on and commenting or sliding into people's DMs and sell. If you avoid that type of activity, you're going to be perfectly fine on any social media platform when you're really on there to promote value around the topics that relate to what we do. You also then create that value. People see you as someone they can go to in that area. And then people, when you do post about a specific product or something, you know, they're gonna be open to hearing from you about that. They also will be asking you questions. Hopefully that's what your goal is, to have people commenting, engaging with you, asking you more questions about your content. So when you keep your content educational, you get people engaging more, because you're there to help people learn, and not just learn about the Thrive experience, but learn about how they can support their health and well-being in their sleep habits, in their energy habits, in their digestive health, right? All the things, in weight loss, all those things that we help people with. So that's one kind of content. The next kind of content is entertainment. This is, you know, the biggest creators, people that go big, you know, again, like it's very entertaining. There's, you can do a lot of content that's funny, right? I do a lot of some content around being a mom and the funny things around being a mom, right? The juggle, right? And different things that are funny. It could be the lip syncing over funny sounds, right? That's, you know, that's how, one of the main types of ways I grew at first was I focused on those funny content lip syncs that were related to my life in some way, right? Like as a mom, or, you know, as a working mom, or as a, so a business owner, right? The funny things around just life that are trending, that are easy to lip sync, and just create, you know, value for people in entertainment. People are on TikTok for entertainment or learning, right? They're on there to be entertained or to learn. And so entertainment is that whole other category, and that's where dancing comes in. You know, there's people they you know, that are just growing their TikTok pages through their amazing dancing, right? Like there's amazing singers, dancers, comedians. I mean, there are people that are creating whole personas that are hilarious. I mean, it's why it's easy to get sucked down the rabbit hole, but TikTok is about entertainment and keeping it fun as a niche as well. So, and then the last one is just storytelling, right? You know, going on there and sharing experiences, sharing stories, and again, just talking to the camera and telling a story. Those are the three main types of content that you will see on TikTok. And as you are looking at those types, keep in mind, like, what type of content do I feel most comfortable with, right? It's okay to just do educational content. Like, you don't have to do anything funny, right? So it's about finding what fits for you, and then sticking with that, right? Because you want to create content that feels like you. And those are the three types of categories that you have to choose from. All right, let's see. Did I go backwards or did I go forwards there? There we go. I went backwards. Okay, the next one, trends. All right, so in terms of the algorithm, while it is like very random, there are trending sounds and trending hashtags on TikTok. And you want to be aware of those. You can find what the trending sounds are by, if you just start a video, like you're going to make a video and you hit the sound button at the top, you're going to find trending or hot. I forget what it, let me look at my phone to see what it's called. So if I just start a video and I hit the add sound at the top, it's gonna TikTok viral. So there's gonna be a button that says TikTok viral, and you can click that and you can see in order the songs that are viral, all right? If you're using a viral song in some way, again, I'm looking at the songs and I'm thinking, can I incorporate this in some way into the type of content that I do? There's a lot of songs that have swear words, or like that I'm like, I can't use it because I have to keep my content like 100% G rated. So, but I always go through the trending sounds to see, is there a trending sound that would work for me, right? And I can put to a, you know, that I'm just going to be doing kind of an educational thing about 5 ways to support your energy levels, and I might just have speech bubbles that come through. I'm not talking, I'm just using the trending sound and the text bubbles to go through something briefly. That is what I'm going for, right? Using a trending sound in creating a content type that fits my style. Trending sounds definitely can help make your video get pushed and seen more. So it definitely is part of what TikTok wants you to do. TikTok wants you to use the trending sounds. They want you to use the songs that are most popular. And then the same with trending hashtags. If you go to the home screen of TikTok, when you're at the bottom, you have a discover button, and that discover button is going to give you all the trending things. Like right now, the hashtag Halloween is trending, one slice challenge, small business TikTok. So that hashtag right now, as I'm scrolling to see what's trending, small business TikTok, well, hello, that's what we have, right? So I'm going to maybe create some content around the benefits of growing a business on social media, or ways to create a second income stream, or something around business. And I'll use that hashtag as one of my hashtags, small business TikTok. Student section sauce doesn't sound like something I'd use. Again, so I'm looking at the trends and thinking, are any of these something related? I see one hashtag meditation. So I might incorporate that into a stress management, ways to have stress management, or ways to improve sleep, or ways to be mindful, right? So value around mindfulness and focusing and better sleep, self-care. I'm going to include hashtag meditation in that as well. So you're wanting to think and be aware when you're going to make content of the trending sounds and trending hashtags, because that does give your videos more potential to be seen by more people, because TikTok wants you to use trending sounds and trending hashtags. Now, do you have to do that for every video? Absolutely not. Because again, you could just have, as you're creating content, it could just be you telling a story. It could be just you talking without sounds or trending hashtags. But the more you can incorporate those into your overall strategy, the better you're going to build and have more opportunities to get your videos seen. Okay, multi-purposing your content. Most of you are probably on now multiple platforms, right? We're on Facebook. Most of us are on Facebook. Most of us are on Instagram. Most of us are now on TikTok. Some of you might be on Twitter. Some of you might be on LinkedIn. I don't really use those. 3 is enough for me, so to speak, but where you have grown and put intentional time, right, is where you're probably going to continue to put that intentional time. So one of the tips I wanted to share with you on how, feeling overwhelmed about content. Oh my God, like I don't want to start growing TikTok because now I'm splitting my time and I can't handle it all and it's too much, right? And again, I work 50 hours a week on average is what I'm clocking right now. So I get it and I understand. You want to be very smart about your time to create content for social media. So one of my main tips is, for example, if I'm thinking today, I saw that trending hashtag small business TikTok, right? I'm going to think, what are some tips I can give on creating a small business? I'm going to keep that one theme and I'm going to use it to create a TikTok. I'm going to use it and then I'm going to show you too, like you can repurpose your TikTok videos. But I'm also going to, maybe that's going to be what I'm going to talk about in my stories feature on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe that's going to be my general wall post for my Instagram and for my Facebook. Maybe that's also going to be a video I do for YouTube, right? So I'm picking one topic instead of trying to bounce all over the place of different content options, because we have a lot of different things we can talk about in terms of our wellness content and our business content. I'm going to pick one topic, right? 3 tips for growing a small business from home. I'm going to use that same topic to create all of my content for that day. That is a streamlined approach to being able to feel like you are able to hit all of your areas without feeling like you have to do something different for every single platform. Okay, so pick one topic, 3 points, and then use that in all forms, right? YouTube video, short stories, a wall post, right? It's this, you're saying the same thing, you're just doing it different ways. And that I have found really helps me not feel overwhelmed with posting to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Second, some people really have focused this content, you know, if you're on Instagram Reels, TikTok is very similar to Instagram Reels. I think the only difference is Instagram is basically trying to copy TikTok. I mean, Instagram tries to do everything to be like what's popular. Okay, we want to have that feature as well. And what I found personally is that on TikTok, I was able to grow a whole new following. I was getting more engagement, more. I just was getting more bang for the actual time. On Instagram, I found like it was just still like the same people were seeing my stuff. I still was getting the same kind of engagement. I wasn't getting what I was finding on TikTok. And that's maybe because TikTok again is a newer platform with, it's still in a very high growth stage. And so I was just finding that the time I was spending was better used to bake it on TikTok and then use this filter, snaptic.app is a free app that once I create a TikTok, you hit the copy link feature once it's uploaded, and then you paste it into right here at the top, snaptic.app, and then it downloads it without the watermark, right? Then now I can just repurpose that onto my Instagram Reels. The reason I go from TikTok to Instagram is because I find more value, more results with my TikTok videos than I do with Reels. And so, but again, you don't have to feel like you have to make it in Reels and make it in TikTok. You can make it in one and then take off your, take off the watermark and repurpose it, okay? And also, you can post your TikToks into your stories, right? I always post my TikTok onto my Instagram Reel and then also into my stories. And if I have a day where I can't make content, you guys, like just take old content and repurpose it. No one knows. No one's going to think, oh, that's a TikTok she posted 6 months ago. No, people don't know. People don't care. No one's following you that closely that they know everything you've posted on your Instagram Reels. So repurpose things you've already created in your stories to keep your stories active, and your TikToks will be another kind of in your library of things that you can repurpose into your stories to always have your stories in both Facebook and Instagram full and flowing. All right, let me go back to, when I switched over there, do you see the TikTok video download right now? Can you see that? Or are you still seeing my slideshow presentation?
I can see the download.
Okay. Sometimes when you switch from one thing to another, it kind of switches. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that. We're almost done here, and then we're going to open it up to kind of like some questions, comments, and also some examples. Commenting, just like any other app, right? You want to engage with comments. Even if you just get one comment, you want to engage back. You want to, you know, say something back or ask a question. You want to go to their content. You want to, you know, give, right? You want to be a giver. People, just like in any other social media format, they want also to have comments on their content. So if they're creating content, you know, you want to give back. If they're commenting on yours, I go back and comment on theirs. I follow them. I, you know, will like, you know, look at some of their content. I'll see, you know, I want to be a giver back. And that goes a long way in people seeing you as a person that is on social media to give value and to create connections, right? And not just, it's all about you. So like and reply, ask questions back. Obviously, just like any of the other platforms, when people are commenting and you're commenting back, it does recognize it as a value video that will get more views, because you know, TikTok will see that as, okay, this is creating value. People are engaging, right? And you do want to add to that engagement by commenting back. You can also pin comments. So when I've had a video that has gotten a lot of comments. I mean, again, most of my videos, it's a few, but sometimes when I get a video that ends up, for some reason, it hit all the, like, whatever, the stars, and it's going viral in terms of going over 100,000 views, you're gonna get lots of comments. And so what you can do is you can pin a comment that you reply to that maybe will provide some more kind of call to action for people. So I've had videos where people are like, you know, tell me what, you know, what is it? What, you know, what do I do? How do I help me, or whatever. I'll pin that comment and then I'll reply a video reply. Okay, so you can reply to people's comments with just a comment, or you can reply with another TikTok video. And it'll show the comment on the screen, and then you can respond to it. And then you can pin the comment to the top. So as people are coming to the video, people go to the comment section to see what other people are commenting, and they're gonna see that first comment, and they're gonna see your video reply, and they're gonna listen to the video reply as well, because they probably have the same type of question. So you can build off of the interaction you get with more video replies, which then create more content, at the same time kind of funneling the people who are all asking the same question. What probiotic do you use? What are you using? Tell me more, right? That's what we want out of our content, is people asking for more. You can pin that with a video reply that says something, you know, like, you know, this is what I've been using. If you're interested in learning more, hit, you know, go to my link and check out the first link in my bio, right? So you're gonna have, we'll talk about call to action next, but you can do video replies. That then is another content creation, right? So I've had some videos that have been so popular that I replied back to many of the comments because people had good questions. And it was like, oh, that's a great question. Now I can reply to that with a video, and I'm giving another video that creates more and more viewers and more content and more interaction. So that is something that's a great feature within TikTok. Okay. It took me a long time to figure out how to capture leads in social media with network marketing. So, I mean, in the beginning, when I was building my business, you know, I would just, you know, tell people to message me, or I would, you know, message me and I'll send you the link, you know, the le-vel link. And that's what I did. It's just like engaged with them and sent them the le-vel link, got them a le-vel link. But what I learned is that, again, when we're focusing on building value and content around nutrition, wellness, gut health, all those things we can talk about related to what we can help people with, you're going to create a lot more interest that way. First of all, less people engage with your content that's just specific to a product. They're going to engage more with information you're giving that provides information and value on how you can help people. And then, because people are going to see you as someone that can help them, and then they're going to engage with you. And now how do you continue to be able to know, okay, that's someone I have now, right? That's what a lead is, right? Someone who's engaged with your content and you want to capture them, right? And that's what I used to also do is I create, we have a thriving customer page. So I had that as one of my links. What I basically found was you don't want to just have your le-vel link as the place that they can get more information, because people will go to that. Like you don't keep them then. They might go and look at it, but they might not create an account. So the best thing that I have found is having something to offer them that they provide me their email so that I can put them into an email funnel. Now, it's a whole nother training, and I was going to talk to Carmel about that as well. But I mean, I was trained by another person on our team, Larissa, about Flowdesk and how you can use Flowdesk as a place to capture emails that then you have their email. You can continue to send them content around these value-driven type educational things, and then convert them from there, into someone that might be interested in creating a customer account or creating a promoter account. So that's a whole nother thing. But Linktree, you're going to want to have a place in your bio that is a place that you can call to action people and say, check out the links in my bio, go to the link in my bio to get to check out more, right? So you want to have calls to action, or the call to action be, you know, send me a DM. The thing about TikTok is you have to be following each other to be able to see each other's messages. And in the messenger feature, you cannot send links where someone can just click on the link, which is kind of annoying. And hopefully eventually TikTok adds that as a feature, because I can talk to a person, you know, but once it comes to me sending them a link or sending them a video, I can't just drop it in the message feature of TikTok. But essentially, you want to be having a way that you can have in your videos. So I might do a content around 5 ways to support your energy, and it might be, you know, 4 tips or nothing related to le-vel, and then the last tip is something related to the product, right? And then I'm going to have a call to action to, you know, something, right? Message me if you're looking for a better fuel to charge your day. Message or go to my link in my bio if you're looking for supplements to support energy, right? So you want to have calls to action connected to value. You don't have to do it in every video, but you know, you want to always remember that. Don't forget to direct people to do something, right, in your videos. And it can be just a video, like a little blurb of, you know, check out the links in my bio. It could be a little thing, message me to tell me, you know, what you're struggling with most with your wellness, right? So you want to have calls to action. People will follow your lead into when they watch something and they're like, oh yeah, and then it says to do something, they'll do it, you know, if you ask. But if you don't see anything, you know, they're not, either they might not. So calls to action are key. And we'll do a future training on Flow Desk. It is definitely built my business. And like I said in the beginning, I have like over 1,200 emails now collected from calls to action to go to my bio and get a free wellness guide using Flow Desk. And I created some value-driven content for people that want more information, and people do it. And I get messages all day long on my email saying I got a new subscriber, new subscriber, new subscriber. So that I have found has been a great asset to my business. But you won't grow that if you aren't first growing your social media, right? Like you can't have a call to action and a place to go if you're not actually starting with creating the content consistently and doing it in a way that makes people want to trust you and to reach out to you and get more information. All right, so examples of features. Before I go into examples, I want to open it up, and I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and open it up to see of those topics I covered, was there something that popped out, something that you have questions about, or things you want to add to? And you can just unmute yourself. I know some of you are multitasking right now, but I do want to pause. I don't want to just talk and give people a chance to ask questions. Does anyone have a question right now?
I have a question. The TikTok, the one that you were mentioning about removing that watermark, are you able to download that on a phone too, or just the computer?
Yeah, I do everything from my phone, to be honest. Like I run most of my business through my phone. So yes, the Snap Tick is something you can do straight from your phone. You know, create it on your phone. I have my TikTok set up that, so once you create the content and post it, there's a copy link feature. You copy the link, and then I just open up the Snap Tick, paste it in, it downloads, and it downloads to your phone, the one without the watermark, and then I upload it into the Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I had a question. Did you ever have any or find any issues with like your le-vel name being your personal name? Because like my TikTok is set up and I don't have my personal name attached to it, but I have about 5,000 followers. But I don't, and my le-vel name is my actual name. So
just that what is your, are you saying your handle, like your username on TikTok?
Right.
What is your username on TikTok?
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to look. It's B Roy. Let me see here. It's B as in Becky, Roy, ROY 8514.
Yeah, I mean, like, since it's just like a number, you might want to come up like, with something, because you can change your username. I think you
Right.
can change it once a month or something, or if there's some kind of parameter, because I've changed mine a couple of times. I started out with it just being my name, my first name, last name, because my name's not, popular, that it has a lot of the same. But then I ended up changing it to Thriving with Claudia, because I felt that captured, like, my content is all about, living a life in all aspects, to the fullest. So I changed it to that. I definitely didn't want to just make it too thrivey, but it shouldn't hinder you in any way, anything like that. But again, like, you might want to have it be something that it's not just the did that, like, the number part, is that part of like an email or?
It's like my date of birth.
Yeah. So, I mean, for the username, you might just want to get rid of that, because people would maybe have a hard time remembering that.
Okay.
But it could be anything, something with Rebecca, or, or it could just be your name. But again, if a lot of people have your name, then you can't use your name if your name's already taken.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Claudia.
Hey, Kev.
I'm gonna turn the camera back on. I spoke to a local friend who has a TikTok account with over 100,000 because, I was reluctant to start this, but then I kind of relaxed with it, and I'm having fun with it. But obviously, it's the growth content and circling businesses around to this. But he said pick a niche, and he looked at mine, and my niche is my puppies. So I think for me, getting people and the numbers on my page and then feeding them some Thrive is what the kick is, because let's face it, I don't think many people that are on this video are going to jump around and shake their boobs and show their naked pictures.
Right.
Because honestly, that's what gets, you get views out of that, and that's not what I'm for.
Right.
So he suggested the pups. So I'm going that route now.
Yes. And here's the thing, and here's what my thoughts are on that, because I was also thinking about creating educational content, for me as well, because there's a lot of teachers on TikTok. There's a lot of, content around that. I feel like I could create followers around that. But the thing is I don't want to get so off topic that then, like, me talking to them about health and wellness becomes like, well, how does that connect? Right. So, but you can have two. That's the thing, is like on just like Instagram, right? You should stay in a niche on TikTok, because people do want to kind of know what to expect from your content. And if it's all over the place, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. So that's absolutely true. You should have a niche, but you might consider having a puppy page, because man, I've puppies, just dogs in general. Like, yeah, like there's, again, I get sucked into kitten TikTok. So, you could almost grow a whole puppy one, right? Something all about your dogs. And you can, again, this is related, talking about streams of income. If you create an affiliate link to something dog related, right? Like, you could easily drive another form of income out of that too. But in terms of, what I see your other niche being is, your fitness, right? Your weightlifting, right. Your yoga, your fitness over 50. And for males, like, to me, you should have something also that just focuses on that, because in that sense, you're going to attract those people that are like, wow, look at this guy. He's a dude like me, right? He's, made these transformations. I'm over 50. I want to, I need some tips. Like, so that kind of content will drive more people that are open to hearing about Thrive, because they're following you for that. Versus the puppy content, it might be hard to make the bridge.
Cool. Yeah, I probably should have two. 'Cause, yeah, I have 2 Instagrams. So.
Yeah, but you can create a lot of followers, right? On with the puppy content and dog content. I can see that as a whole nother thing. And again, like, because you do have some time in your day, right? Like you're not like, I've got the 50 hours in the way of the principal stuff. And so, you know, I could see you being able to totally, you know, have a thriving puppy content TikTok and one that's zoned around fitness and have them both, you know, charging forward. You know, again, I would consider driving an affiliate link to something to the dog content too, because why not, right? If you're making the videos.
All right, thank you.
So anyways, that's a great thing, because that is another topic that comes up a lot is, you know, what should I go around? And again, if your goal on TikTok is to grow your people wanting to thrive, as a customer, you want things related to the pain that they're experiencing, their exhaustion, their struggle with losing weight, their struggle with stress management, their sleeplessness, their, you know, their digestive issues, right? So you want to track that. If you want to grow, you know, if you want to go business too, right? You're going to incorporate business content as well, right? Things around growing streams of income, utilizing social media, growing second streams of income, growing network marketing businesses, right? Content around business as well, because you want to attract people that are on there looking for that and want to grow a business in the health and wellness space. So it's a great question. It's not like Facebook where, I mean, I feel like on Facebook, I present myself as my full human, right? I have my kids, I have my education stuff, I have my wellness stuff. But that's really more Facebook. On Instagram and TikTok, I feel that it really is best to have a narrower focus so that people that are following your page know what it's for. And both of those platforms allow for multiple accounts. So don't try to mix things that are like too not connected, right? Rather create those streamlined pages that really hone in on who you want to be connecting with. Any other questions? All right, I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen, and I want to show you just a few examples of kind of what I was talking about as we went through everything here. Hang on, I gotta move the little pop down thing pops up and gets in my way. All right, can you see my TikTok now?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So I always like, okay, what do you guys see? All right, so here's my username, Thriving with Claudia. Like I said, my name, like I said, I'm around 44,000 followers at this point. Of the 3 platforms, this is where I'm getting the majority of my leads at this point, even though I'm still just as active on the other platforms. So this is why I am a big fan of TikTok. And here I just have what I do, right? Helping busy adults optimize their wellness and monetize their journey. I want to capture kind of both the fact that I'm helping customers and people that want to be in business to help people that are, you know, also on their wellness path but want to monetize it. And then my link tree, I'll show you that as well. But I wanted to just show you some example videos. I want you to look at the numbers here, okay? 954, 939, 548, 753, 840, right? Normal numbers, like nothing crazy, nothing exciting, right? Then here, boom, I had one that was a trending sound. It was a trending sound and a trending kind of thing. It was the same, I can see blue or I can see green, nice violet, brown. I don't know. It was like this trending, like some people were actually annoyed by it at some point. I saw like videos that were talking about how annoying the sound was. But again, it was like you kind of told a story through the different times it repeated. So I saw that trend and I was thinking, how could I connect this to telling a story about my struggle and how Thrive helped me? And I really just went and gave a little bit of blurbs about I was full-time working mom of 3, burning the candle at both ends. I was exhausted all the time. I came across a social media post. I started, the system that help me change it all kind of thing, you know? So that's all I did. I didn't do a call to action on it. I just told my story. Because it was trending, it got a lot more views, right? So it had 32.7. I'm still getting comments on it. I'm getting lots of comments. I'll pull it up actually. And
I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful.
I'll pause it. So you get the idea. I was lip syncing that same thing, and I just had my story tell on the screen. And you can see in my comments over here, help me, right? This is me, help. And this person accidentally said, I don't want information, but then she corrected herself. But I need your help, please help, right? Help, 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 right? That's what we want. Like, yay, it was finally, okay, out of those videos, like my constant content, this is the goal that you look for, right? From this, I was able to, like I mentioned, call to action for people. Okay, I said, check out my Thrive Nutrition link in my bio, right? So I do have the le-vel link as one of my top 2 links, and then message me, right? Check out my Thrive Nutrition, or sometimes I say just check out the top 2 links in my bio, because the second one is my link to the email funnel, and then message me. I also, everyone that comments, I'm following them back and I'm messaging them and saying, thank you for commenting. You know, I saw your comment, I'm here to help. Let me know more about what you're dealing with, right? So now I've got lots of action, right? I'm following them back, I'm commenting back, I'm messaging them. Now, if they're not following me yet, they don't see my message, and that's why I do direct people to, you know, say message me also. I pin a couple of the things. I haven't done a video reply yet, and I'm going to, because I had someone say something like, tell me more about this, you know, and so I'm going to use that as a video reply today, because again, this video is pumping with comments. I'm going to reply with a video, and then I'll pin that to the top. Like I mentioned, it will drive. Then when other people are going like, that's me, they're going to go to the comments section to read the comments, because people do that. They read other people's comments, and they'll see my video reply, and they'll watch that and get it as well and comment. So from this video, I think I grew like 40 more emails. And again, I've built a lot more followers. I've engaged, I've messaged with people, and I had some people already create a le-vel link with this. Okay, so this is what the work is to get to, like a video like that does it. But you don't get to a video like that often. This is not the common every day. Every time I make a video, I get this, because you can see 537, the, you know, 890, 705, again, like 870, like these are just in the hundreds. One was in the thousands, you know. So again, don't get discouraged if you're thinking like you're going to get like those types of things all the time. You don't, but you will get them if you're consistent. And then the other feature you can do now on TikTok, which they just added, is you can pin to your profile your top like videos. So what I did is I took 2 of my most highest performing videos ever that were specific to kind of the niche here, not just the random funny one that I did for fun in the beginning, and pin those to the top. Because again, when people see your content, sometimes they take the time to go to your profile and check out some of your other videos. And if you have your most viral videos, or the most, you know, the videos you want people to see the most, because it's hits on what you're doing here, at the top, you're going to get more engagement with those videos over time, even though you made them a long time ago. So I just recently did that, because this is a feature they just added. And I'm finding that those videos are now getting new engagement and new content, and I'm getting new action on those because of that pin feature. So again, you can just see most of my videos, some are in the thousands. I do videos again around all the different things I mentioned about content. Sometimes I'll throw in a family video, or a cat video, but on the very low side, because again, I do want to keep the people following me interested in me, because they know that I can help with health and wellness or growing a business. I don't want them to follow me because of my cats. Although that might be, I do want to round it out sometimes to show, you know, that I'm a human and an average person that someone can relate to. So again, as I scroll down here, right, like it's a while of just things. Now here's one, this is one of the ones I pinned. This one got 429,000. Okay, so what you can see I did there, I took a trending sound. That sound was trending. Again, so trending that people were annoyed by it. But again, like, you find the trending sound. I didn't do any singing. I did that. It was a simple movement with the hands, like, okay, I can do that. And then I thought, what am I going to focus on? 5 signs your gut health needs help, right? What, you know, why am I tired? Why am I not sleeping? Why am I not losing weight, right? Like, these are all connected to gut health, and why our product works is the restoring of good bacteria in our gut, right? And the nutrient gaps, right? And then obviously coming in with the smaller amount of caffeine that we provide versus what people are used to. So I didn't do a call to action in the video. Again, it was just value, short and sweet, trending sound, and it just hit. Again, you know, sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. This one hit with 427,000 views. I got a lot of new emails with this, because again, people will go to your bio to look at the links, and especially as like people started to comment, right? I need advice or help. I have some real issues. I said, if you follow me back, you can message me directly. I said, you know, follow me back. Then I direct people to my links. I did some video replies. And again, like I followed all these people back that were commenting. I'm commenting back and engaging with all of them, right? Sending a message, right? So this is what I never have gotten on Instagram. I've never gotten a video that hit, you know, over 400,000 views, and that I have people begging me for information, right? Like, this is what we want, right? It's like, so we want, this is attraction marketing, right? I never understood, you know, in the beginning, I didn't understand what's attraction marketing. It is delivering value that makes people want more information, right? And then giving them that information. So that's another example of one that hit big. But as you can see, in general, most of my videos, even though I might have done a trending sound and same kind of content, this one only got 2,000, right? So there is no rhyme or reason why one goes big and not, but the ones I have that have gone big are trending sounds or trending hashtags and value driven. Okay, so that is, I just wanted to show you some examples of that so that you can see, you know, that it is, it's all about being consistent, providing value. Just don't worry about if one only gets 200, engagement, all the topics we covered in today's training. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share now and open it up for one final round of questions before we end. All right. So like I mentioned, I am going to talk to Carmel about doing a training, or maybe getting Larissa and I to do it together. Because again, I feel like she was the one who trained me on Flowdesk, and I can show you how I use the email link to offer to someone to get a free guide, a free wellness guide, get my free top tips, and then how I built an email campaign that I continue to grow and have as a call to action to capture emails and to capture leads and to be able to continue to send emails automatically. It will send, as you create emails, you can add it to a flow so that people are getting those emails without you doing it again. So again, it's another very valuable tool that I learned to connect to the backside of my social media to actually capture leads and have an email list that I can continue to reach out to. All right, any last comments or views? All right, thanks so much for joining today, and I'll be downloading this recording so that you can share it with your teams that are interested in growing on TikTok, and hopefully I'll see you on TikTok soon. Have a great Saturday.